It's a beautiful Wednesday morning. Welcome to West Breakfast. Hashtag what are you say? My name is Omotoshola Sharimake. I'm so happy to be here this morning. I mean, it's midweek and today is the final day in the month of July. I hope you were able to fulfill all your July promises, all the plans you had, all the July rundown, what did they call it? Now, all the promises you wrote, I will do this, I will do that. I hope you were able to do that and not carry over to the new month. And with me are the ladies. Hello, ladies. Good morning to you. Hi. Hi, God's Beauty.
Hi, Shola. How you feeling?
Yeah, I think I'm better now. I think this was the first time I ever stayed at home in a long time. I stayed at home that long, and I was like myself. So it was not as it's as good as I'm in the hospital bed, but yes, in the house.
Oh, wow.
It wasn't a sweet one, but then I think I'm fine now. Hi. Yeah, I love your dentition. You look so.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. I'm good as
Speaking
always.
of, oh, sorry.
See, I'm good as always. Really.
I was saying something the other time. I said, I hope you were able to take our July bucket list. So, what are those things you guys wrote down for July? What are those things you are carrying over to August? Because tomorrow is August 1st.
I don't even have a bucket list. I don't have a bucket.
Flow with the spirit.
So speaking to July, yeah, I just remembered it's Luchi's birthday today.
Who?
Luchi.
Oh, yes. Today is Oluchi's birthday. Oh, yes. Happy birthday, Oluchi. She's one
Happy
of our
birthday.
Happy
chorus.
birthday.
Yes, God bless your new age. Please send our cake.
Straight up.
Oh yes, today Wednesday is when we get to talk about health-related issues, and today we are going to be talking about something related to the male folks. If you're here to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Official Upgrade TV, click the subscribe button now, like and share the link to family and friends. Today, as I mentioned earlier, we are going to be discussing male personal hygiene and well-being, and later we'll be joined by a medical doctor to delve deeper into this topic. Before we go, we take a quick break and take a quick break, and when we return, moving straight to our headlines across the globe. Please be on standby. West Breakfast continues in a moment. Glad to have you back from the break. Welcome to the headlines across the globe. We are still on to West Breakfast. Hashtag what are you saying? As many of you know already, the planned protest has sparked mixed reactions from both the government and the public, and the long-awaited hunger strike is tomorrow. So from now till tomorrow, there have been reports of increased police presence in and out of different states in Nigeria, and we'll continue to monitor closely and also bring you details as event unfolds. Right about now, we are moving straight to the headlines across the globe where we get to bring to you details of today's newspaper in and outside of Nigeria. And today we have the Vanguard newspaper, Guardian newspaper, and the New York Times. And I'll be starting from the pages of the Guardian newspaper where we have more lingering stories. What the major headline says, real estate, slow justice system compounds investment uptake, 100 million naira loss yearly. And then there's little headlines under it which says, Lagos recovers over 3,000 property litigations in 4 years. 100 billion naira lost to frivolous court cases yearly. Another one says land disputes account for 30% of Nigerians' 27.5 million legal problems. Away from that, empty ATMs as threat to CBN's cashless policy. Then tension as joint security forces parade Ibadan. Another story between at the bottom corner of the Guardian newspaper reads: Ohanaeze factions knock Obi over endorsement of protest. Eric Air kicks as Nama grants aircraft over $2.5 million debt. Right under it, address Nigerians, reshuffle cabinet to staff of protest. Ex-SDF boss tells Tinubu. Away from that, empowerment, Yobe gives 1,780 women 5,300 goats to boost employment. And finally, federal government warns protesters, declares custodian centers red zone. And the story that caught my attention the most is that of from the ex-SGF boss saying, address Nigerians, reshuffle cabinet to stave off protest. SGF tells Tinubu a bit of the details. If President Bola Ahmed Tinubu wishes to stave off the planned nationwide protest against hunger, which begins tomorrow, he stands a good chance by urgently addressing the nation, outlining immediate and long-term measures to surmount the current economic quagmire and reshuffling his cabinet to include a mix of technocrats and politicians. A former secretary to the government of the Federation, Bashir Lawal, gave this advice in a statement yesterday. In his suggested address, Lawal said president should come up with a persuasive argument intended to placate anger and hungry citizens. Briefly, what the news was talking about is this person, who is a former secretary to the government of the Federation, whose name is Bashir Lawal, is saying that the president should come out to address the citizen. And this is not the first time we're hearing it. Everybody has been saying it. Different media outlets has been saying it. Yes, we understand that it feels as if his action is speaking louder than his voice. So why is it that all of a sudden everybody, it feels as if they've sent a notice out to all politicians, all supporters in and out of different states. Okay, you as a person must speak to people in your constituency. Because all of a sudden, Tinubu's daughter in the market is coming out to say something. Wike is coming out to say something. Even I don't use the word low budget politicians, but all these politicians that are like that we know, they're coming and say, I honorable this. I stand against. Let's give Tinubu time. Why is Tinubu himself not saying something? But as at yesterday or Monday, he still signed something into law, into bill. He still signed this and that. It's not as if maybe it's not